Hi there, JT Strong Arm owners. Today we're going to be taking a look at and showing you how to install JT Strong Arm's replacement inner and outer arms. And while our JT Strong Arm is a very strong arm that's going to provide you support for many years to come when used properly, sometimes you do forget, and I've seen it happen a bunch of times where you've got your jacks down, you've got it all set up, and then when you go to leave, you forgot all about it and you packed up your truck and you just pulled off. Now you've got some damage to your components down here. So we can get these components off, and instead of replacing our entire JT Strong Arm system, because in most cases the ground is uneven, you've only maybe damaged one arm on one of the corners, you can get just the replacement arm that you need replaced. Now in most cases you are going to need the inner and the outer arm because of the damage that's done, but they are sold separately, so there is rare chances where only one of these components does get damaged and you can replace that one. But just a heads up that if you are going to order this and you haven't assessed the damage fully, you're likely going to need the inner and outer if it's damaged. And now replacing our arm is significantly easier than installing them because we don't have to take any measurements and drill any holes or anything like that. All that work's been done already. We just got to remove the bolts at the end for whichever arm we're removing. So if you're removing just the inner, you could just take this one out and you could slide it out of the shaft there. But again, in most cases, you're going to need the whole thing. So we're going to remove the bolt from this end and the other end. We're going to use a 9/16 socket and wrench to do so. And I want to note, while I've got the stabilizers retracted here, they're actually not touching the ground. I've just got it down just to make things easier to work on. And I'm going to go ahead and tighten up the T-handle here just to keep this from sliding out. You could just slide it and get out of your way, whichever works best for you. But since we're going to be replacing both the inner and outer, we can just leave it like that. We're going to take off the other end because I did want to kind of talk about it too. When it's damaged, your inner and your outer are damaged, more likely than not they get jammed up in here and they actually don't want to slide out anymore. So that's why we're also taking off both, because it's a little bit more of what's going to likely have to happen in the event of damage. So now that we've got both of these off of there, we're going to go ahead and grab our new ones now and then get those installed. Your T-handle does not come included with your arm, so you will have to transfer that over. If this is lost for whatever reason, we do sell that here at eTrailer. So now we've got our new arm. We're going to start with the outer arm, and we're going to attach that to the eyelet here at the top. Additionally, sometimes these can get damaged as well. They can get bent if you were to have any kind of collision or forget to and leave them down, stuff like that. You can replace these up here as well. Those are available here at eTrailer. We're just reinstalling our bolts. And when we did put this on, we made sure that we've got our JT Strong Arm logo here faced so we can read it and towards the rear. That's just for cosmetic purposes. Your T-handle always needs to be down at this end. We're just going to leave that loosely installed because that'll make things a little bit easier for installing our inner. We'll now grab the inner and we're going to slide our inner right up inside there. We're then going to bring this down, match up with our attachment point there. We're putting our hardware back through. It's bolt washer, washer, nut. That's just the same ones that we had removed. And then we can go back and tighten these down. Now when you tighten these down, we don't want it to be super tight because we need this to be able to pivot on the attachment point here. Same with the lower attachment. So we're going to snug it up. And we're just going to check it now. We're just taking our wrench and we're putting it on the bolt and we're just seeing how hard it is to turn. Is this bolt real snug or is it loose? And that's a little bit too snug there. So we're going to loosen it up just a little bit. And now we're putting it on the head of the bolt once again. That's what we want to feel. It's just a little bit of resistance, but it's not too hard to turn. Well, now I'll just repeat that down here at the other end. Now we'll just take the T-handle from our old jack or your new replacement, and we're just going to thread that in. I like to thread it until it contacts and then back it off. We've contacted there, and we're just going to back it off about 3/4 to a full turn there to know that we're not contacting. And that completes our look at JT Strong Arm's replacement inner and outer arms.